To be in the back of the net. Yes! Stunner. It is a brilliant goal. Ball goes down and the referee says that is a penalty. Oh, and he's missed it. It's hit the post. Straight in the net. Well, it's gone straight into the goal. Ball goes across field and into the back of the net. And it's an equaliser for the Navy. Touched onto the bar and he's in.
Come on.
Shoots, sends the keeper the wrong way.
Hello and a warm welcome from the home of Aldershot Town for the first of this week's Inter-Services football fixtures. Tonight, the Army women take on the defending champions, the RAF women. Let's remind ourselves of how the Light Blues lifted the trophy last year.
Bannister whips it in towards the near post and it's gone in again. It's 3-0. The Navy are in dreamland right now. It's Imogen Fisher who's gone for goal.
Yes!
Stunner. It is a brilliant goal. Jones looking to spin, not there, not there. Jade Widows still. Widows is in behind here, she is onside, and this to cap off a brilliant Navy night. Jade Widows has a hat-trick.
Oh, it's in! It's in!
Wow, didn't see that happening.
Keeper mistake.
Oh, that's straight in! Wilson with a final say here.
Both teams will be eager to impress this evening and get their campaigns off to a winning start. Now, earlier this week, I spoke to both camps. We'll hear from the Army very shortly. But first, let's get the thoughts from the Royal Air Force.
We've got a certain way that we're going to try and play, and hopefully, as I say, we've worked on it, so we just need to bring it out when the pressure is on in these big games, because sometimes when these games come up on us, it becomes a bit of a scrap and a bit of a battle, but we want to play the way we want to play, but I'm sure that the Army and the Navy will be saying exactly the same things, so it's going to be interesting this year.
Pressure on those shoulders of yours and the players?
I think there's always pressure if you won a tournament the year before, but it's a pressure that we want. It means we've deserved to have that pressure, so it's a good opportunity for us to go and play again.
So same again, yeah, we know that sort of the target's on our backs for the other two to beat, yeah.
Is that what you're expecting on Tuesday, the Army coming for you? You say you've got your target on your backs?
Yeah, definitely. We're reigning champions at the minute, so the Army are going to want to showcase their skills, what they've got, and beat us, yeah.
Why is it so special? You've played in it, you're back again. What is it so special about the inter-services?
It's just the history. There's no other competition like it. That round robin, 3 teams, whoever gets most points wins. There's nothing like it. It's not a league. You can't drop points at one point and pick up somewhere else. You've just got to perform on the day.
Very competitive game. I think going into it, we've got a strong squad this year. All the girls are fantastic. The morale in the camp is fantastic. Yeah, so going away to RAF first game is always competitive, but we want to go and put on a good show.
You've been taking part in is it the South and Southern Counties Championship? So is it against Middlesex and Jersey? Yeah, does that give you an advantage then? You sort of got some competitive fixtures coming up to what is effectively the business end of your season.
And I think that's one thing that we identified last season, and was that we were playing some really good marquee fixtures when it comes to like Wolves and Stokes, but in essence they were friendlies. So one thing that we really wanted to do was change the mindset of the players to make sure every game that we played was a competitive game that was something up for grabs, and I think it's paying off.
The defending champions, aren't they? So you're going to have your work cut out. What do you have to do this time then to make sure that it's the Army that come away with that big W at the end of the 90 minutes?
I think going into the camp with one team, I think we've got one goal and that's winning it. I think going in with that mindset and being a team, I think is probably good what's going to set us above the standard, I reckon.
Well, we're moments away from kick-off. The teams will be coming out to line up for the national anthem. Let's go and join our match day commentator, John Knighton.
I've got everything written down here.
Can I do a photo as well?
They're not giving you prints out?
No, they just give it to me on the map.
Well, thanks very much indeed, and a very warm welcome to you to Aldershot Town Football Club this evening for the first of our inter-services games in the senior competition for 2024. And the EBB Stadium here in Aldershot is once again a venue for some more top inter-services football, with the Army Women hosting the RAF. It's a tournament that's been dominated by the visitors for the past few seasons. They're looking in 2024 for a hat-trick of titles, but manager Chris Hamilton is taking nothing for granted here. Playing the Army is always a very tough call, especially on their home patch, and this very much is their home patch. A win for them here will set up a final week showdown with the Navy, but a win for Ryan McDowell and Ashley Cunningham's players will also lead us to Havant and Waterlooville next week, with the Army striving for an elusive title. Both teams have players who know all about winning. Well, let's look at the RAF team, shall we? Look no further than their captain, Kat Beaver, already 4 inter-services titles under her belt. But in among the experience there is in this side, no fewer than 7 newcomers drafted into the full squad for this season. and one of them is actually starting this evening in goal for them, and that's Jamie Lee Bamford, who comes in wearing number 22 tonight for the Royal Air Force. Fresh out of training, the goalkeeper is based at Stourbridge, but she is straight into the team tonight. Two of the newcomers, Sam Nazif and Eden Marsh, will be on the bench for them, but a lot of experience in this RAF side as well, and they know all about winning. As far as the Army's concerned, well, leading the team, Anna Birtwhistle, representative for them since 2019, and she was made captain of the team last year. Well, Chrissy Wright on the bench, described as having a unique longevity, probably still the first name that anyone would put on the team sheet, and she, I'm not going to tell you her age, of course, that would be very unfair to do that, but she can give a lot of these players quite a few years, shall we say. But they have still got as well some newcomers. Just mentioned Demi Edwards, Imogen Fisher, and keeper Daisy Burnfield, now in her 11th season since her debut. But there are two new caps out on the display tonight in the Army first team, and there'll be four altogether. Ali Crouch wearing number 7. Now, Ali Crouch, she is definitely a player to look out for, as is Hannah Napton. Hannah Napton wearing number 7 for the Army this evening.